Hi everyone, thank you for watching. This tutorial is how to do a golden smoky eye with a trick that I use with tape, and also how to do a nude lip. All the information is in the description bar below, and if you have any questions about the Alcone products that I used, such as the lip gloss or the highlighter, everything will be listed down below where you can purchase. So I hope that you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching.
Hi guys, today we're going to start by using Scotch tape. Yes, Scotch tape. I just got this at the dollar store. I'm going to put a piece on my hand first to kind of get off that initial stickiness, and then I'm going to line it up with my lower lash line and angle it upwards towards the tail of my brow. Obviously you're going to want to put this under your eyelashes. This is how we're going to get that perfect straight line for this smoky eye. To prime my eyes, I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in shade NW25. This is a very important step when you're doing a smoky eye to make that eyeshadow stick. So I'm going to pat that all over my eyes, and then with this fluffy brush I'm going to apply this warm brown shade from my Coastal Scents palette that I showed you before. I got off Amazon for around $30. I always tap off my brush to get that excess powder off after I put my brush in the powder. That way we don't have as much fallout, which means we don't have as much falling down in our cheeks. The reason we're starting with the eyes versus foundation is because of this tape. Because if we were to put the tape over the foundation, we would mess all the work up that we did. So we're going to start with doing the eyes, and then we're going to go with the foundation. So after I put that warm brown shade in my crease, I'm going to take this matte black shade from the same palette and kind of just put this all in my outer V of my eye. Again, feel free to be kind of messy with this because the tape is going to save you with that. So I just kind of put that back and forth. Start small, and then you can add more black as you go. Again, it's easier to add more than take it away. So just kind of take it slow, go back and forth. Feel free to add more if you want. I kind of slowly start bringing this in towards my inner tear duct. You'll kind of see me do that in a little bit. After every step, I go back with my fluffy brush and blend it back. The shade you just saw me pick out is another transition shade. This is how we're going to get that smoky eye to look very seamless. So transition shades are very, very important. The second transition shade that I use is kind of an orangey brown. I like this because it mixes really well with my skin tone. If you have really light skin, this might not be the best kind of color for you, but since my skin's a little bit more of an olive tone, that orange really complements it. So I'm going to go in with this tinier brush, and I'm going to go in with more of that matte black and just kind of define that outer V even more. Again, all of my brushes have just come from the drugstore and from Ulta. I'm going to go in with this really shimmery gold color, and I'm going to spray this flat brush that I have with my MAC Fix Plus. This is really going to help make that shade a lot more pigmented. So I'm going to just pat that. I'm going to spray my brush, and then I'm going to pat it in the shadow, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my lid. I kind of just dab it on there, and then I just add more as I go. And then I'll take another brush and try to blend that gold into the black so that it kind of transitions from gold to black. So just kind of go back and forth, kind of where those two colors meet. And again, this will just help you get that kind of seamless look. And I'm going to go back with that fluffy brush and blend all that out again. Then I'm going to go in with this eye Kohl. This is just the blackest shade I have. I believe it's from Rimmel. It was pretty inexpensive. I just got it at the drugstore. I'm just going to put that all over my lash line and just kind of press it in as close as I can get to my lashes. The reason I'm not doing like a liquid liner is just because I wanted to kind of go along with that smoky look. So I decided to smudge out the eyeliner. So that's why I'm using this eye Kohl. So I'm just going to put that all over, and I'm going to use this brush, and I'm just going to kind of go back and forth and just smudge it so it's blended. And now I'm going to fill in my brows. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown. I really have to take time with my eyebrows because compared to my hair, they're very, very, very light. So I really have to really create an arch. So my eyebrows take a lot of time in my makeup process, but a lot of times I'll just kind of outline where I want my brow to go. I have to draw kind of a little bit more of an arch since my eyebrows don't have a lot of arch, and a tail, because again my brow doesn't have a whole lot of tail. So I'll do that with the Brow Wiz first, and then I'll go in with this the brow, or I think it's called the Dipbrow Pomade, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to use this angled brush. Please excuse that it has tape on it. It broke and then I taped it back together, and I haven't bought a new one yet. So I go over this because I like how it makes it a little bit darker, and it's waterproof, which I like. So I try to have a little bit of a heavier hand towards the outer part of the brow where the tail is, and a little bit of a lighter hand towards the inner part of the brow, because that makes it look a little bit more natural. And then I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and I'm going to use this highlighter that I have from one of my Alcone products. All the information will be listed down below in the description bar and the website if you're interested in trying out any of these products. This is in the blush section, and I believe it's in shade 6. And I'm going to take off the tape. This is where you're going to see we're going to get that perfect line. Voila! So now time to do the other eye. Same kind of steps, just do the tape first. I like to do one eye at a time, because putting that tape underneath your eye, it kind of makes it a little bit difficult to see. So if I were to do both at the same time, it would just make it very complicated. So I like to complete one eye first and then go in with the other eye. So I'm going to go in with that transition shade first, and then go in with the black, and again kind of try to define that outer V of my eye. You'll see me here when I kind of try to start to bring it in slightly. Again, just try to have a light hand with this and just take your time. So I'm kind of bringing it in just a little bit, just so it's not on that outer corner. I'm going to go back with that fluffy brush and kind of blend out again. That's probably the biggest step, is just going back. I always kind of do the order of doing the black and then going back with my brush, and then between every step I always try to go back with that fluffy brush, because again that's what's going to help this make it look very blended. So you saw me go in with that gold. I always tend to pull my eye taut when I'm doing my eyeliner or putting the color on my lid, because I think it helps me get in all the creases of my eyelid. You're technically not supposed to do this because it's not good for your skin, but for me, I've just felt that that's how I can get it to work best. So just be gentle when you do that, because the skin underneath your eyes is very sensitive. I'm going to go ahead and do my other brow. You can really tell the difference, I feel like, in the before and after of my brows. And I really think that it's good to just kind of touch up your brows when you're doing your makeup, because it really helps to frame your face. And then I'm going to go in with that brow bone highlight again. And time to remove the tape again. Now I'm going to go on with my lashes. I'm using Ardelle lashes, and I think they're just called Double Up. I got them at the drugstore. I'm using my Duo Lash Glue and my tweezers. I'm going to give my lashes a light coat of mascara with L'Oreal Telescopic. And then I'm going to trim the lashes to fit my eye just a little bit better. Sorry guys, I had to break out in song because I was watching burlesque. So when I put on the lashes, I kind of try to put them right in the middle, right where the lash line is, and then I attach each of the corners using the tweezers. And then I kind of squeeze throughout the lash to kind of mix my natural lashes with the false lash, so they're as close as they can possibly be. It really helps to have a mirror angled upwards as well. So I'm going to go with my foundation now. I'm using my L'Oreal True Match Lumi in the shade Sand Beige. I'm using a flat top kabuki brush to apply this, and I'm being really careful of where that perfect line is because I don't want to mess up all the work that we did there. This brush I just got from Ulta. I do love this foundation. It has a little bit more of a light coverage, which is good because I have a decent complexion, so I don't need a really heavy coverage. But it is very, very, kind of has a dewy look. So if you have more oily skin, you're going to want to stay away from this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer, and I'm using the MAC Pro-Longwear Concealer in shade NW25, the same concealer we used to prime for our eyeshadow. I put a little bit in my chin, underneath my eyes, just to kind of even everything out. And then I'm using my damp beauty blender to kind of blend that all out. That is probably the best way I have found to blend out that concealer, is that damp beauty blender. Again, make sure that you get it wet before, because that's what's going to help it work best. And I got mine at Ulta. I'm going to go on with the same shade that I used for our first transition color, and this is the color that I'm going to use to contour with. I'm just kind of using a more of a bigger fluffy brush to contour with. I always try to make it a little bit heavier towards my ear and a little bit lighter towards my nose. You're going to want to make it kind of a gradual, heavier towards, again, your ear and lighter towards the middle of your face. And then just go back and forth. Always try to blend upwards also and not downwards, because that's what's going to kind of give you that uplifted, bright and awake look versus, you know, a drowsy kind of look. So always blend upward. And then I'm going to blend a little bit on my forehead to kind of make it appear a little bit smaller and to even out the contour. I'm going to go in with this blush. I believe it's number 3. All the blushes just have numbers. I'm going to put this on the apples of my cheeks and kind of run it up towards my cheekbones. It's a really pretty kind of dirty rose color, which I think looked really pretty with this look because it matches the lips, I think. And I'm going to go in with that same highlighter that we used to highlight our brow bone, and I put that on my cheekbones. This again is an Alcone product, and I believe it's number 6 under the blushes. I'm using my Stay Matte Rimmel powder. First, what I do is I try to kind of pat all the places where I put that concealer, and then I kind of swipe. So it's very important to pat first, because that's what's going to help that concealer really set. And then I kind of go back and I swipe, as you can kind of see. So make sure you get all the spots where you put concealer. That's the most important step. Then I kind of just do a light dusting all over the rest of my face. I'm going to take this tiny brush here and go in with this dark brown color and then the same black color I did on my eyes. And this is where I'm going to put underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back with a little bit more of a fluffy brush and the same color that we used to first do a transition color. And I'm going to blend back and forth to kind of blend out that color so it's just not like a harsh line. I try to make it a little heavier on the outer corner and a little bit lighter towards the inner. So now I'm just going to go back and forth to blend out that lower lash line. You kind of see me kind of do a double wing here. It's very, very subtle, but I just take that brush and I just kind of follow the original line that I made with that tape, just to kind of give the appearance of a subtle double wing, but it's not too dramatic. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to go ahead and highlight my tear duct, but instead of using a highlighter, I'm going to use that same gold color that I used on my lid. This is going to kind of tie in the whole gold theme and kind of take it from the lid to the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with that L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and I'm going to put that all over my lower lashes. And then I'm going to go in with this eye kohl, the same kohl that I used on my upper lashes, and I'm going to line my waterline. You just kind of push down underneath your eye and you can put all the eyeliner in there. Normally I don't do this because it tends to make your eye look smaller versus larger with doing, you know, just the shadow underneath. But because I was doing a smoky eye, I felt it was necessary. Make sure you get a waterproof eye kohl when you're doing that. For my lips, I am using Jordana Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Tawny. I'm going to line my lips and then fill that in. And then for the lipstick, I am using the Enduring Lip Color by Alcone in the shade Creme Brulee. Really, really pretty, nudish, light pink color. And then I'm going to go in with their gloss, which has that really, really pretty kind of sparkly cap. And that's in the shade Faith, I believe. All the lip gloss names have names like Faith, Peace. They're really pretty, but I think that one's Faith. Again, I'll list it down below. So again, I'm just going to put that Enduring Lip Color all over my lips. I usually like to do a nude lip that has just a little bit of pink in it because I feel I can't pull off just a straight nude lip. But you'll see me add a little bit more of a nude lip gloss after this to kind of, again, help the nude just a little bit. But I like the nudes that I use to have just a hint of pink in there. So this is the lip gloss I'm going to use to kind of give a little bit more of a nude. It's by Rimmel. They're lip lacquers and it's in the shade Nude Eclipse. I'm just going to kind of put that in the center of my lips and blend it out towards the outer corners. And then the last step is I'm going to spray my face with Urban Decay setting spray to set that for the whole night. This is the final result, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun filming this, and remember that tape will be your best friend. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.
Oh my, I'm knocking over the whole table. I've been watching Burlesque. I've watched it twice in the past 2 days. It's a problem. Carl! It's so good. Aguilera's voice gives me chills. Gives me chills. God. I don't even care what color it is. I just like the glitter. But it is so pretty. Oh my god. It smells like cake. I love it. Carl! And say hello. Oh, look at it. Look at him. He's just so styling. But literally, he'll refuse to go outside when it's cold with that one on. I'm not kidding. This is not torture. He loves it. You always want them on. Here. Hi. Hi. Say hi. Say hi. Here he is. Here are his thumbs. You have thumbs. Ow! Say hi. See those thumbs? You see them? Do you see them? Do you not like the light? Are you over this?